In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make these crochet straps. They're basically just for your wrist. You can pop your keys on it, ID badge, anything like that. I'm going to be using a 3.5mm hook. I'm going to need my key ring, and I do like these flat-ended ones because they make them sit much nicer. I'm going to go with a cotton blend. I've already used this in the different colours just to give you an idea of what they're going to look like. So let's get started. To begin with, we're going to be doing a slip knot, and we're going to chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're going to yarn over. We're going to go into this first chain here. We're going to draw up a loop. So that's 1. We're going to do it 5 times. 2. Make sure you pull it up to as high as it wants to go. 3, 4, and 5. We're going to yarn over and we're going to pull through that whole section, leaving this one. The first one is always tricky, so that's that. We're going to yarn over and we're going to pull through those last 2. So that is your first part done. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to turn our work because we're going to be working in the chains. So again, you're going to yarn over, and now it's going to be easy this time because it's a wider gap for you. It's not just that chain space. We're going to do the same thing again. So we yarn over and pull up, and we're doing this 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Again, you want to pull it through all of these and leave this one. And then yarn over and pull through those 2. Chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Turn your work, yarn over, go in the chain space, and do it 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Leave those 2, yarn over, and pull through 2. Chain 3, turn your work, yarn over, pull up 5 times. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pull through, chain 3, turn your work. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Pull through the last 2, chain 3. So it's a very simple pattern to do, and you can do a long lanyard if you want one to go around your neck. 2, 3, 4, and 5. You could make a decorative belt, a handbag strap. The list is endless. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you can see where I'm coming with this. I'm going to let you carry on, and I've had 24 in mind, but obviously if you've got a wider wrist, a thicker wrist, you might want to go a bit more. So work to 24 and then I'll come back to you, and if you feel that you need a few more, then you can just pause the video again and add a few more in. So I'm counting these as 2, 4, 6, I've got 7, so by the time I've got 24 I'm going to come back to you. So I have 24 in total going up, and I know that this will fit my wrist quite nicely. Like I say, if you want it longer, just do a couple more, just do it in 2s. until you get to the desired length you want. And obviously if you want this to go around your neck instead, that's possible. Just make it long enough. Now we need to do this outside edging now. So we're going to chain 4 and then we're going to go into this bump here. As you can see, it's just part of a stitch. So we chain 4 and then we're going into this one here. So make sure you've gone all the way through, and we're just going to slip stitch. And it's a case of repeating chain 4, slip stitch into the next one, which is here. This one wants to be a bit tight. Let's give it a helping hand. There we go. Slip stitch, chain 4, go along to your next one, it's simple as that, all the way down the side. Slip stitch into the bump, chain 4, and just keep going till you get to the end. It just finishes it off nicely. Just a couple more to go. Now we're coming up to the end, so we can see that we have one here. So we have to turn it slightly to get this one. I'll leave this one flopping for now because we're going to sew that in at the end, but we want to come back down to this one, and I don't want to go all the way around the corner, so I'm going to go in this top loop here. So I'm going to chain 2 at this end. We're just going to pop it in this top stitch just to hold it in place. So I just pick up one loop, slip stitch into there, and then we can go back to chaining 4 and go into our regular one that we do. Chain 4, one, 2, 3, 4. So these don't take hardly any time at all to make. So they'll be great for a little gift for maybe a school teacher, or for your craft stores. And then when we get up the other end, I'm going to be showing you how we pop the keyring on. One, 2, 3, 4. almost there now. So this is going to be our last one into this one. I'll just turn it on its side to get in there. So that is our strap that we're working with. We're going to be adding our key ring now. So we lay them together. I'm going to chain one. And I need to fit 5 stitches in along here. So I'm going to go into this one here, the first gap that I've got. And then with the back of the work here, we're going to work out which 5 we want. So I'm going to go through this one here, as you can see, and then I'm going to attach my keyring on the back, pull the yarn through and do a single crochet. So the next one, I'm going to go over to this one here. I just really want one loop, I don't need both. And then with the work behind it, I'm going to go in this next one. And make sure you go through your keyring, yarn over, and finish off your single crochet. So we've got 2 on there at the moment. I'm aiming for 5. Go in this next one here, find the backing and go in the next one. Which I'm going in this one here. And then make sure it goes through the keyring. Pull up the yarn and finish off your single crochet. That's 3. Go in this next one. Find the next one on the back piece. Through the keyring. And single crochet. And now the last one would be number 5. I'm going to go in this one here. The next one on our backing piece of work is, as you can see, is this one here. Flip the keyring back over because we do need to go through that one. Pull up the yarn and finish off your single crochet. Now I'm just going to yarn over and pull through so I can cut a piece of yarn off now. And I will show you how I sew my ends in. So that is secure now on your keyring. Get my needle. I'll start with the one that we've just finished with. Thread your yarn. And I like to go through along with the metal edge. So I'm just going to go through this one here and then feed it right against the metal of the keyring and pull it out the other end. That's that one done. And with the tail end that you started with, I like it to meet up the top, because at the moment, if I hold it apart and show you, it's down here and I want it up here. So I just feed it through a couple of stitches to get to the end, and then again just feed it through like so, and just cut my ends off. So there is our grey lanyard to match with the others. So if you like the video, please give it a like, maybe subscribe, and I'll pop another one up.